legends, I hope you're all fantastic. Let's check out some of the new Spring reverb types in the latest beta release for the Axe FX 3. They have overhauled the Spring reverb algorithm in there. There's new tank types, there's a new drip parameter in there, and some fun other stuff. I'll put a link to the firmware thread on the forum in the video description if you want to try this. But first, I'm using the clean Fender block from my free blocks library. I did a video with this one last week. I'll link it in the video description. And then I'm using this EV12 blend from the factory Dynacabs. The low cut is at 80 Hertz and the high cut is at 8K. Again, I've just saved this as clean Dynacab in my library. Let's just very quickly hear it. All right, let's place a reverb block in front of the amp for maximum authenticity on here. I've got the mix pretty close to the stock value. We're going to start with the tube spring. I've highlighted all the spring types in green here. And you'll see that there's a new tube spring, Vibrato-King Spring, studio spring, and British spring type in here. Rather than talk too much about them, I'll just let you hear all of them. The most important question to ask is to crank the mix up and see whether they drip or not by just doing some palm mutes on the low E string. That's pretty awesome. That definitely has more of that drippy thing, or the boingy thing as you might like to call it. There is a new drip parameter in there. The editor hasn't been updated at the time I'm doing this, so I'm not going to bother going through the advanced parameters, but I will do an in-depth tutorial with the Spring reverb at some point in the future. Let's hear a few of these different types. Maybe let's go British Spring. I'll leave the mix where it is, but I think I might back it off just to taste on this one. So that one is a little bit more subtle. Let's try the Vibrato-King Spring now. The other new type is the studio spring. Let's check that one out. That studio spring is absolutely wild. I think I would want to bring the mix down on that quite a bit. And if you're using the Axe-FX 3, you've got a beautiful bias tremolo in the amp block. Go to the power tubes and cathode follower section. You can turn up the depth on here. Otherwise, place a tremolo block anywhere you like in the chain. I would normally put it after the amp block in there and set it to the bias type, but this is pretty gorgeous. Check it out. There's my Saturday night sorted. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and if you've got any questions or anything you would like to see in a future tutorial. Thanks for checking this out, and if you like what I'm doing here on the channel, links to support me are in the video description. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.